She's
People have been concerned.
all right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Is she okay?
Yes,
We
yes.
send our best wishes.
But once you get to 95, it's not quite as easy as it used to be.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's bad enough at 73.
I really appreciate it.
Always the difficulty, I think, with these exercises is how do you translate commitments into real action on the ground? And so often in the past there's been a problem with that. But this time, the trouble is we cannot go on mucking about any longer because the urgency, as I was trying to say, is so great, which is why I've been trying to develop this sustainable markets initiative with the private sector, which I've always believed holds the basic key to the solutions. But in order to expedite all this, we have to find, as I was trying to explain, the best ways to bring the public sector and the private sector together. So the private sector with all the trillions, which the governments haven't got, really, but the governments can do their bit, you see, I think, with things like first and second loss guarantees for risk, for currency risk, and for things like that, sovereign risks, which so many companies and investors find difficult to deal with in certain parts of the world if we're going to be able to speed up the transition. So it's putting these things together with the multilateral development banks, which is critical. Here, in this part of the world, they're so challenged on water issues and everything else, but it's water, food and energy, which are the critical areas here, as they are in many areas of the world. But what, of course, the investors are now looking for is the scale. So what we're trying to do is look at how you can create the regional scale, so more countries together, providing real opportunities for the big investments, but not just in technology, of course, but in nature-based solutions. And there are an awful lot of very ingenious ideas now, which could be brought, to fruition. Well, I don't know how much you've heard about. Did you fill them in? I've spent, I think, about 40 years of my life trying to bring people together to raise awareness about these issues, which has taken rather longer than I would have ever imagined. And as a result, we've left it rather too late in the day. So there is an enormous urgency, I think, about tackling all the issues, particularly around climate change and biodiversity loss, but in a way that actually will make a difference more rapidly. And so as a result of this bringing together, particularly the financial services sector, which we could never ever get to engage with all the different organisations I've started over the years, finally they have, and now there's a huge amount of interest in finding sustainable investment opportunities.